Okay. So is there a way? So let me just do a little test. So let me see here if I can actually see anything or not. So it would appear that that was a no. Let's see if running it. Hmm. So how do you suppose I can get... Does anyone know how to get my chat, like, onto the side of my screen? It just says to run it in, like, windowed full screen, but I do not see where that is an option here. It's just full screen or not? And, like, I can't just F11 it either. Curious. Well, how interesting. And like, even if I pop this random thing off to the side, it's not like I get any chat. Well, I reckon I will just leave my phone open and then just call it good enough there. Okay. So, oh well. Let us try to land on the moon here. The farthest I've made it at the current moment was just flying into the side of the moon, which is obviously not ideal. We need to land safely. Okay, yeah, that seems right to me. Let's give it a go. So we're going to turn on our stability assist and full throttle upwards. Throttle down a little bit. And I'd say when this apoapsis gets to like 85K, we're gonna try to tilt over and see what we can make happen. We can go ahead and kind of help it over this way. Get it going towards some kind of orbit. So we can see the apoapsis is going to be while we're orbiting the farthest point from the planet. So we need that, say 150,000 all the way around is where we're going to have a decent orbit. Our periapsis is going to be the closest point, and unfortunately it's 590 kilometers underground right now, which means, simply put, we would crash into the Earth if we did nothing about it. Okay, so our outer ones have burned, so we're going to send them downwards. Alright, we're going to go ahead and burn prograde and just try to... We're going to try to keep the time to apoapsis around a minute or so. So we'll just have to be in space for a minute. And then... So here's the Earth where we are. We're trying to get to here. So we're going to have to burn and make this circle extend into that circle and just sling ourselves around. So we've got our rocket set to prograde, which just means it's going to tilt and burn along this line here. So we're below a minute now, so we'll go ahead and start burning a little bit. Perfect. So we're just going to have to burn for a good while here. And then once this reaches 150, we should be okay. See, we're starting to go much more horizontal. So we're reaching the point where we're almost horizontal, so this is not going to climb much higher. What we really need to do is burn away from the planet. So, or I guess away from our orbit, to try to get that to extend. And that seems to be working fine. So this should reach about where we're wanting it to very, very soon. So we're going to go ahead and kill the engines there. 150. And then shoot that down towards the Earth and spin around. And then we're going to plan to burn right into the orbit until the periapsis and apoapsis here are equal. So that's pretty close there. Yeah, so that's fairly close. So we'll go ahead and start burning around 25 seconds until the actual target position. And then we're going to have to use 50 seconds worth of fuel. There we are. Let's actually burn towards our maneuver. Whoops. Should still be okay though. So 25 more seconds. But I'm actually just going to watch this number here. Once they're about equal, we'll kill the engines. That's close enough. We could go ahead and try to even them out. I mean, that's about as close as we're going to get them, so it's going to be a 0.5 second burn. So, only going to use half a second's worth of fuel. We should be okay. I am a little worried about what we've got left in reserve. Because we're going to have to burn for a good while. See, Jebediah has not a care in the world, so neither do we. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time because I don't want to wait that long. And that was it. That's all we needed right there. Now we've ruined it. So, it's going to be easiest to come out of orbit at the apoapsis, because that's where we're going to be being pulled in the least by the Earth. So, we'll get there, and then we'll burn until our new orbit is going to intersect with the moon. Perfect. And then we'll have to catch it on the re-entry here, but that's okay. Yeah, that'll work. So our new orbit's going to put us out here, and when we get to the moon, we're going to have to do a little burn to get into the moon's orbit, or else we are going to slingshot into the Earth, which I'm sure you know is not ideal. I would really rather not slingshot into the Earth. So we're going to go ahead and do almost a full cycle around the Earth here. Did about a full cycle. Maybe did do one. No, the Earth is big. I forgot. Yeah. So, and there's our rocket, so small. So we'll start our burn here shortly. And we're just burning like straight away from the Earth here to try to sling around it. Not that I know a whole bunch. This book tells you a lot, though. But gotta keep an eye on this. And we should... Yep, we are on a path to intersect the moon. So we will speed up time by a lot. And away we go. And looks like we're gonna slow down a whole lot. Actually, yeah, it looks like we're just gonna slow down a whole lot. I'm trying to just slow down a little bit here. And maybe we miss it and have to start over. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Wonderful. But I do want to change some things, because I feel like we could absolutely get up there. It's just like, what is going wrong? So let's redesign this top portion. Because I believe that's the engine we're using right now. No, we're using a Terrier. So, yes, that makes sense. This part has to be the way that it is because it needs to be small. So what we could do is just add more fuel to this section and actually attach these correctly. And then I think we'll be good to go. Put that away. Those are attached. All right, cool. Alright, and then just gonna take off. Alright, let's throttle down, that way we don't waste any fuel. Huh. I might get copyrighted for that. Didn't think about that. Oh, fellas. Fellas. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I accidentally staged the rocket. That is obviously bad. That is horrible. Matter of fact. Okay. So, let's take off once more, like nothing ever happened. Jebediah is still with us. Perfect. And then once we get around 8,000, 10,000 meters up, we're going to start tilting our rocket. We're about. Don't want our rocket spinning out or nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead and detach these. Beautiful. And then we're going to wait till this is about 100,000, I reckon. So we did 80,000 and it was a little slow last time. Perfect. And then I'm just going to schedule an alarm so that we can watch our beautiful rocket. So in about 30 seconds we'll have to burn. I wonder if I burn here, will it show on that clock? Oh, it will. Okay, that's actually really good. That means I don't have to look at that. I don't even know what it's called. Map of the system. Alright. So our Apple apps, this should be increasing. Yeah, so we're just going to try to orbit at 120. I know I said Nah, let's go up to like 200. That'll be easier. Or at least near it. But we should have more fuel in this rocket to play with. So we're going to increase this to like 150. That's what we did last time, but we're going to do it again. So we are about to have to stage. Perfect. So let's see here. We're reaching the altitude we want to be at. So we're going to go ahead and cut off the engines. And then we're going to burn prograde here until the numbers are even-ish. Okay, that'll work. So we're going to start burning about 16 seconds until our apoapsis. Perfect. There we are. So we should have a fairly circular orbit. Then our moon is here, so we'll try to come off here. So we're going to try to put our path straight through the moon. That should work. So, gonna do the transfer to sling around. Go ahead and get into position. And then skip to time to burn. We are close. There it is. It's going to be 25 more seconds. We're going to watch this blue ring. Try to have it line up as closely with this as we can. I mean, that's going to hit the moon. I mean, that's perfect. And we still have a whole rocket to spare. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and warp there. Yeah, we're heading straight at it now. I mean, honestly, we might be able to just go straight for it. But it's just like, what will my speed be by then? Like, will it be even feasible to control that? We luckily have a lot of time to think about it. We have an hour, realistically, until we land. Well, let me just see. Oh, that makes sense. My thing was way down there. No wonder I couldn't tell what was going on. That's funny. So just for ease later, I want to kind of straighten our orbit. Holy, I feel stupid right now. think that's as good as it's gonna get right there. That looks pretty decent. And we'll have to burn. Which one's radio out again? Yeah, this one. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Okay, so I guess it's gonna go like this. Alright. Alright. Whatever. We are just gonna get into orbit. Just the easiest way possible. Perfect. That's all we need right there. So let's get into position. So 19 seconds till we burn. And we're gonna look for the apoapsis to reach 70,000-ish. Is where I've liked every time I've tried to land here. We don't have much fuel left in this thing. Maybe we have enough. Alright, that's going to be a pretty circular orbit. But we have made it near the moon. Alright, we just gotta watch these numbers. Alright, we gotta kill the engines, I think. Because we missed our maneuver. as unfortunate as that is. So actually, I really don't see the point of needing a circular orbit since we're not like launching. So I wonder if around here we can just go ahead and try to land. So we're gonna try that. But I'm not gonna wait 2 real-life hours, so we're going to fast forward. And then get in position. We'll start our burn in 7 seconds. So we should... Yep, we're on a new path towards where we want to land. So let's go ahead and figure out about how long we have to land. So 22 minutes. We can speed up quite a bit. Alright, so we are approaching the moon. Still got a few minutes. So we're gonna start turning up our engines just a little bit. Now I'm gonna try to save around 600 to 800 of whatever this is, the blue. Because I'm gonna need to get back into orbit and sling back to Earth, because it's way over there, and we don't have the fuel for that. So we're gonna slow way down. There we are. land time is 1 minute away. So I'm going to speed up just a little bit. Gotta be very careful though. So we'll deploy our landing gear. And that's gonna be pretty perfection there. That's what I like to see. We've done it. We've landed. Let's make sure our landing struts are nice and stable. Perfect. And now we can get out. We are on the moon. Look at him, he's so happy. So we can fly around. Haha. It is fun to play with the different gravity. Don't worry, this does not injure the Kerman at all. So we'll go ahead and fly back. We'll pretend this didn't happen. So there should be a massive crater next to us. Like, I guess it's this way. Let me go see it. Am I going the right way? Oh, it's that way. Sorry, Jebediah. Look at him. He's chilling, though. He's so happy. Whoa. It's like actually darker there, though. I thought it was just like... Maybe that is just the shadows still. But why would these parts be like... I guess that makes sense. No, because why is this not bright? There's nothing blocking it. If light can get here, it can get here. So, it's actually genuinely darker. Interesting. So sorry, Jebediah. Okay. So I reckon let's just collect some dirt and then plant a flag. There it is. Oh, interesting. He's not jumping very high. We've still got plenty of monopropellant. I'd like to say I'm going back towards my ship. Imagine I forget where I parked the whip. Okay, it looks like it's left of where we are now. Yeah, like straight left. So, it's going to be a challenge on its own, just getting back. Shouldn't have flown so far away. Did I just kill him? No! No! Jebediah! I didn't think that was a possibility. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I murdered him. Oh no. In brutal fashion. Oh, that was awful. That was not good. Alright, this one's hard to control, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, we'll let Jebediah do the work. He's a better man than I. Sometimes I gotta help Jebediah make it stop orbiting, or make it stop spinning. Jebediah, you control this thing now. Find it, Jebediah. Sorry, we gotta go radio out now. Lock it in, Jebediah. There we go. We're gonna make this happen. We are gonna make this happen. Oh, we're going down. This is bad. We have to go into landing mode. What comes up must go down, or something. What goes up must come down. My fault. So, we need to burn, like, outwards. Because we are moving straight down. That's very not good. Fellas, this is really bad. I still don't understand why it's so spinny. Yeah, we're doomed. Maybe they live. Maybe they live. They live. Mild success. Cool. Well, guys, after one failure and one mild success, let's clean up this debris. There's probably an easier way to do this, but alright. So, there will likely be another stream soon. But after a catastrophic failure and one mild, very, very, very mild success, I'm gonna have to call it